Hey guys, it's Darwin, and today I'm going to show you how I perfectly pitch a one trekking pole tent. All right, so it has been quite some time since I've done a regular Tuesday video, but since we're all kind of trapped inside and not really going anywhere, and I can't be on the trail, I figured now is a perfect time to bring back a regular Tuesday video. Maybe doing some small tips and tricks, maybe a Q&A here and there, and some little gear reviews. But today, I have a quick tip on how to perfectly pitch a one pole tent. Now, this can either be a one trekking pole tent, or if you're using a standalone pole, like some of the carbon fiber poles that a lot of those tent companies offer. But this works with a lot of those one pole tents. So for me, I've successfully used this method with the Z-Pax Plexamid, with the Z-Pax Hexamid. I've used it with my tarp tent Aeon Li. I've even used it with the budget Lanshan UL1, and the main tent that I use this trick with to get a perfect pitch every time is my new tent, and the one that I've been using, well, for the little bit of trail that I've been able to get on this year, is the Z-Pax Ultiplex. And this video was basically born with this tent. I did a small video talking about when I got this tent and some of the features of it, and I had a comment in that video of somebody saying, I bought the Ultiplex, I went to set it up, it pitched horribly, so I'm thinking about sending it back and getting a duplex. So because I saw that, I was like, oh, well, maybe some people out there need to know this perfect pitch and this method. And this method was actually adopted from my buddy Bigfoot's method of how he perfectly pitches his Z-Pax duplex every time. I did a video last year about gear hacks, through hiker gear hacks, and he had a method in that video on how he perfectly pitched his duplex. And I kind of took that method, I adopted it, and then I just kind of altered it a little bit and streamlined it a little bit to help you guys be able to perfectly pitch your one pole tents. And not only will it work with Z-Pax tents and some of the budget tents like the Lanshan, but it also works with Mountain Laurel Design tents, it works with tarp tents, it works with Six Moons Design tents, basically any tent that uses one trekking pole and tension to set it up. All right, so for years, whenever I set up a trekking pole tent, I would basically lay it out on the ground, I would stake the four corners, I would take out all the tension, put the pole in, and then start tensioning it to get it perfectly set up. Well, I started using this method instead. I lay out my tent, I'm gonna go to the two back corners and stake those out first. So the two back corners from the front of the tent, from the trekking pole. Then I'm gonna actually pull the tension and create a straight line. So I wanna be able to tension that line and make sure it's nice and taut. Then I'm gonna go to the front of the tent, take my trekking pole or my standalone pole or my carbon fiber staff, and I'm gonna extend it to where it needs to go. I'm gonna stick it in to the pitch of the tent, and then standing in front of the pole like this, I'm gonna pull it back and I'm gonna look down those two lines going down to the back corners and create a perfect triangle. That's the key to this pitch. I wanna create a perfect triangle. Once I have that, then I'm gonna pull the tension in that front line on the pitch. Once you have that perfect triangle, once all three of your lines are straight and even, that's it. You can go back and pull the two fronts out, stake those in, pull the tension, pull your sides out, pull your back out, and you should get a perfect pitch every single time. I started using this method whenever I wasn't getting enough headroom and foot room on my Plexamid. Then I started using it on my tarp tent, and then it was a huge help when I picked up my Ultiplex. Because when I first got this tent, I went to set it up, and it didn't really seem much bigger than my Plexamid because I was kind of pitching it with that old style of doing all four corners first. Then I tried the triangle method, and every single time, this has given me a ton of headroom, a ton of foot room, and I get a perfect pitch every single time. All right, guys, so hopefully this quick little tip will help you the next time you're trying to set up your one pole tent. And I got some more of these coming for you in the next coming Tuesdays, some small tips and tricks. But next Tuesday, I'm going to be doing my first live Q&A session here on YouTube. For the last couple weeks, I've been doing live Q&As over on Instagram, but everybody's been wanting me to move them to YouTube. So next week, I'm going to do my first one. So not only will I do a Q&A, but I'm also going to have some special hiker trash guests come on, chat with me, and hopefully they'll answer some questions too. That Q&A will take place at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So mark it on your calendars. Everybody come, hang out, ask your questions, and let's all try to entertain each other in these crazy times where we're all trapped inside and going nuts. All right, hopefully you guys are all doing well. Hopefully you're safe. Just remember to respect each other, love each other, lift each other up, stay positive, stay optimistic. We'll all get back outside soon. We'll all get through this. If you found any value in this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.